Have you ever dreamed of a machine that runs forever without needing any fuel, essentially creating its own power source indefinitely? This captivating concept of perpetual motion has always stirred the human imagination across many centuries of scientific pursuit. However, the fundamental bedrock of physics, specifically the laws of thermodynamics, strictly forbids the creation of such a system. The first law of thermodynamics is quite clear. Energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can only ever be transformed from one state to another. This essential rule dictates that any machine, no matter how ingeniously engineered, cannot possibly yield more total energy output than the energy initially put into it. Think of it like a completely closed financial system. You can exchange dollars for smaller denominations, but you absolutely cannot magically generate brand new currency from nothing. But even setting aside the first law's requirement for input, the second law introduces an even more unavoidable and frustrating hurdle for our infinite energy dreams. This crucial law introduces the concept known as entropy, which essentially quantifies the disorder or the ultimate dispersal of energy within any given system. Every single energy conversion process, whether it's burning fuel or charging a modern battery, is inherently inefficient due to unavoidable energy loss, usually taking the form of waste heat. This waste heat is energy that inevitably spreads out into the surrounding environment, making it less concentrated and therefore significantly less useful for performing actual mechanical work. Because entropy is constantly increasing in any isolated or closed environment, the total amount of readily usable energy is perpetually being degraded into a less valuable form. A true perpetual motion machine of the first kind would directly violate the first law by attempting to create energy from absolutely nothing. Then there is the machine of the second kind, which would be so perfect that it converts all available heat energy completely into usable work with zero losses. Even the most advanced contemporary technologies, like massive wind farms or high-efficiency solar panels, still operate strictly within these established thermodynamic boundaries. These incredible devices are simply capturing and converting existing energy flows from the environment. They are not spontaneously generating new power indefinitely. So, while perpetual motion remains a truly fascinating and inspirational thought experiment for dreamers, the physical universe adheres to much stricter operational rules. Energy must always be accounted for, meaning that everything you put into a process must equal what comes out, even if it's in a more scattered and less useful state. Furthermore, due to that relentless march of increasing entropy, any available useful energy will inevitably dissipate over time, demanding a constant external input to counteract the loss. Therefore, the long-sought dream of a truly infinite, self-sustaining, and energy-creating machine remains securely confined to the realm of science fiction, not reality. Understanding these unbreakable laws is actually beneficial because it directs our real innovation towards mastering incredibly efficient energy for use, rather than chasing impossible perpetual for creation.